What's going on, boys and girls? This is going to be a longer video, and I know a lot of people don't have the patience to watch some of these longer videos, but this has got a lot of steps in there. Today we're going to be making some kabsa. Now what kabsa is a Middle Eastern dish, and I've heard a lot of my friends talk about, you got to make some kabsa, you got to make some kabsa. Basically, when you look at the ingredients, it is just a kicked up version of chicken and rice. Now, we're not going to do it completely like the Middle Eastern version because they want to put raisins in their food. And I'm sorry, I am not a fan of raisins. So ain't no raisins going in my food. You know, I see people putting raisins in chicken salad and all this kind of stuff. No, that ain't happening here. So if I make it inauthentic because I didn't put no raisins in it, I'm sorry. It's just not happening. But anyway, everything else is going to go by the book. So here we go, the kabsa recipe. Kabsa is spelled K-A-B-S-A. Hey, before you guys go on, like, share, comment on this video. You got to share it. That puts the information out. Hit that thumbs up too, guys. Here we go. All right, now we got a lot of stuff here, and a lot of it I had to order online, like these whole dried limes and stuff. I had to order those online. But basically, there's the chicken. You want a pound of thighs and a pound of legs, so it makes about 2 pounds. We got 2 cups of rice, got 3 tomatoes, some onions, some orange zest. The kabsa blend is going to be made out of a bunch of those spices back there, and I'll leave a description in the thing that we start out well in the show notes and all that good stuff. We got some carrots, we got some minced garlic, got some salt, paprika, ground cinnamon, olive oil, got 3 cups of water, some tomato paste back there. But again, we'll leave a description of everything in the show notes. First of all, you got to start off by washing the rice, and you want to wash the rice until it runs clear. And you see all that stuff down at the bottom of that pan that just came out of the rice just from one rinse. And so again, we're going to wash this till it runs clear. Alrighty, it took forever for that water to run clear. I must have had some really dirty rice. But now you got to let that soak for about 45 minutes. So we're going to do that while we get our other preparations done. All right, so now we need to make the kabsa blend, and the kabsa blend is paprika, a teaspoon of each one of them. Paprika, black pepper, ground cardamom, ground cinnamon, ground cumin, ground coriander, and then a half a teaspoon of nutmeg, ground nutmeg, and ground cloves. Then we're going to give those a nice little mix. Give it a nice mix, just like that. All right, so we're going to warm up about 2 tablespoons of olive oil. All righty, now we're going to add our chopped onions. And that's about a cup of onions, y'all. All righty, after about 5 minutes, we're going to add the garlic and the ginger. All right, we got the ginger in there and we got the garlic. Going to saute that for about a minute. All right, now we're going to add the kabsa blend, and we're going to cook this for about a minute till everything is nice and fragrant. So it get a little sticky and messy, y'all. Alrighty, now we're going to add our tomatoes. And we're going to add our grated carrots and our tomatoes in there. And that's about, you know, I had shredded carrots, so I put about half a bag in there, y'all. And we're going to saute this for about 5 minutes. And you know what, guys and gals, I think I'm going to have to change pans here. I think this pan is not going to be big enough. I need something a little bit bigger. And now with our bigger pot, we're going to cook this until it's nice and pasty. Okay, now we're going to add our chicken pieces. And we want to make sure that the chicken is completely coated, y'all. So we'll come back once everything's kind of coated here. I'm trying not to make this be a long video. Now, once you get it completely coated, you want to set your oven to broil. Alrighty, now we're going to add the 3 cups of water. And now we're going to add the zest of 1 orange. So we won't show all that, but you know, we're just going to scrape this orange right here and just the top layer and add it to the pot. Alrighty, So that's what it looks like after you take all the zest off of it. You're basically taking the orange part of it off. All right, now we're going to pierce the Loomis and add it to the mixture here. I got a little hole in there, just like that. Add that in. I'm going to bring this to a boil. And this is just going to give it flavor, y'all. All right, we're going to bring that to a boil, and then we're going to cover it up, still keeping it on medium. All righty, after about 30 minutes, y'all, it's real fragrant. This stuff has got the house smelling so doggone good, all lemony, citrusy smelling. Now we're going to take the chicken out. That's why we turned the broiler on. We're going to take the chicken out, and we're going to brown the chicken in the broiler. Now, when you take the chicken out, you want to make sure you put some of those toppings on top of the chicken. And we're going to go in the broiler for about 10 minutes. Also, make sure you season each piece with a little bit of salt on the top of it before it goes into the broiler. Now we're going to add our washed rice back to the pan here. Give it a little bit of a stir. And we're going to bring this up to a boil. For about 20 minutes. Now we're not going to boil it 20 minutes, but once it comes to a boil, you know, like you always cook rice, you bring it down to simmer and let it simmer for 20 minutes. That's what I meant, just in case you weren't following me. Now, one thing I forgot to do, guys, at the very beginning when I was adding the vegetables and chicken, I forgot to put in the tomato paste. So we're going to add this tomato paste in. Hope it doesn't mess up this recipe. No, I don't think it will. All right, we browned the chicken. That looks great, y'all. The rice should be done in about 11 more minutes, and we'll show you how to fix this baby up. All righty, let's check on the rice here. And we want to cook it until all the liquid is absorbed. All of the liquid has absorbed. Look how those limes have kind of reincorporated their moisture here. There's another one hiding in here somewhere. Now we can plate it. Now, part of this recipe says to brown some almonds and raisins. Guys, we ain't doing that part right there. So if that makes it inauthentic, I'm sorry. We're just not doing that part because I mean, I like almonds, but there's certain things I don't think belong in food. If your culture is used to eating it that way, then that's the way you eat it. I'm not going to fix my kabsa with almonds and raisins in it. Yeah. And there you have it, guys and gals. This is kabsa. This is one of those Middle Eastern dishes. It's kind of got a limey flavor, I'm sure because of the limes, but you can taste all those spices in it, the coriander, the cardamom, the cumin. You may have to add a little bit of extra salt to it, but it looks good. It's really a fairly easy recipe here, so you should all try it if you like these types of recipes. Like, share, comment on the video. Let me know if you've ever tried any kabsa before, and let me know what other types of Middle Eastern or Asian or whatever type of dishes. Some guy gave me an African dish for me to try, and I'm gonna have to try that. It looks like basically it's gonna be some boiled eggs and put in like fried boiled eggs. We'll see that down the road. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this. Y'all have a great day. Peace. All right, so now we're going to give the kabsa a little taste here. I know I ended the video, but you got to see me eating this stuff. Got some of the rice, got some of the chicken. My mouth is watering. Now that is a unique flavor, y'all, with the limes in it and all the spices. It's really good. And the chicken is kind of tender. It is tender. It's no kind about it. It almost, I mean, I've never tasted anything like this before. This is a unique flavor, but it's really, really good. I think I'll be making some more of this kabsa. I have to thank my buddy Greenie for telling me about this video, this recipe. I have to try some more of these dishes. You guys have a great day. I'm gonna eat my kabsa.